And we're off. So, starting off Vegetable Valley, there's two things you could see. We see Todd going powerless, and Sniper forgetting to start... Oh, okay. Messing up with their timer a little bit there, and fixing it. At least the timer is moving this time, you know, better than last race. It looks like they're both doing powerless strategies here. There's a different strategy where you can do a mix for a wheel, which mixing I'll get into later. But you can get a ability that you usually don't see at this point in the game right at the beginning and use it for the first 2 levels. But because Sniper stopped to fix his timer, it looks like we have Todd slightly in the lead. Both of them had some problems in 1-1. And something you might have noticed is that if you take damage from a lot of things will give you damage that just sucks to take. But some things will give you, like, damage that will burn you, or shock you, or freeze you, or things like that. And their animations are longer. Todd going for the turnaround. Meanwhile, Sniper's going for the double star, the way most people do. What Todd did might be a little bit safer. I'm not sure what people think of that. But I've never struggled too much with the strat that Sniper did. Double starring is an efficient way to kill some mini-bosses quickly, though, so that's what you saw with the Bronto Brutes. What that kind of means is you can inhale 2 enemies in the same inhale and then spit it out for a projectile that does more damage than just 1 enemy. Looks like both of them had some weird things going on trying to enter 1-2. Sniper having a lot of problems with just about everything, and Todd doing a soft reset, which is kind of interesting considering his health was still fairly fine. Both of them grabbing their first ability of the run, Burning. And both doing the same strat here, which means I'm probably behind on what's fast. Okay, it looks like the last room strat's being a little bit different. Todd looked like struggling a little bit, getting hit at the end. This room can be kind of tricky because of hotheads. Hotheads are one of the more annoying enemies because they can sometimes shoot projectiles at the most inopportune of times, where reacting to what they're doing is not very easy. So you have to be careful. Taking out the Mr. Frosty with Burning, bonking against the wall to try and prevent the animation time of Burning. Todd didn't get any Ice Cube throws, which I'm a big fan of, if you can get no Ice Cube throws. And then struggling a little bit. That Kabu on the door is not a very nice one, because it's very hard to get it safely while still being able to get in the door as quickly as possible. But Todd still has Burning in the end level of 1-4, so that's really all you can hope. And now heading into Wispy. That's Wispy. I really don't know how to describe what's going on in Wispy. You just kind of use Burning against him, and he eventually goes down. So now heading into Ice Cream Islands. Starts off pretty similarly. We're still going to keep Burning for a little while. We're going to keep it all through 1-1 and about... Or not 1-1, 2-1, and about halfway through 1-2. Oh, okay. I know what happened with Sniper's timer. Don't worry about it. Alright, yeah, into 2-2 here. We see Todd picked up Tornado, which is an interesting thing you don't see often. But what Sniper's about to do is another double star, where he gets rid of his ability, and then inhales it with an enemy at the same time to one-hit grand wheelie, and then with this, gets wheel from it. And wheel is a great ability for moving forward, because it can move very quickly, and it destroys a lot of enemies in its path. It does have moments of vulnerability, and you can't really do much with it for large amounts of vertical travel, but for what you're supposed to use it for, it does one of the best jobs in the game. Surprisingly, though, for how good it is in moving like this, after 2-2, there's a chance you might not see it. One of these two might be going for a fairly recent strat that I think was proposed by Marsh and found by Rocks, called 2-3 wheel. Looks like Sniper's not going to be doing it, and I don't know about Todd. But this arena is very good to do powerless because of how quickly you can kill enemies by inhaling them and spitting them back at other enemies. So yeah, looks like neither of them going for it. Todd looking to have a cleaner arena, but using a slightly different strat. A little bit of an older one that wastes a little bit of time, but with how good that one, I think maybe still save time over Sniper. Sniper grabbing Spark here because it has one of the best damages in the game. It does some of the best damage in the game, rather. So it can take out mini-bosses like TikTok in a snap. Gonna be moving on through 2-4. Todd moving through 2-4 as is. I'm gonna see if I can't fix this timer thing. Okay. I can hear some finishing of 2-4. Okay, that should fix everything. Into 2-5, you immediately toss your ability, because we're gonna not only get reacquainted with Wheel, but also be introduced to a new ability that is very good for covering Wheel's weaknesses. So you have Wheel here, gonna use it for a little bit. There is a tricky room coming up with Wheel. So we'll see if Sniper does it correctly. You've got to do a lot of jumps. With Wheel, a good thing that you'll see to make it more useful is you can kind of press A and B really quickly, back to back, and get a really high jump, like a max height jump, going straight into a Wheel transformation. And that's just good for being able to move in the air for a little bit. And then you see high jump later in the stage, which, unlike Wheel, is fantastic for vertical movement. As the name suggests, it's a very high jump. It's also fairly good for damage, as you're going to see against Paint Roller. However, the thing about high jump, in terms of doing damage, is that there's a lot of things you need to account for that Sniper, unfortunately, is having a problem with. The main thing is the hitboxes. To get the maximum damage with high jump, you not only want to get as far into an enemy's hitbox as possible without taking damage from it, but you also need to start, or initiate, and cancel your jump well inside the hitbox so that you can get damage from both the initiation and the cancel instead of just the initiation, no matter how far in the hitbox it is. The cancel is very important. Sniper's struggling a little bit with high jump combat. Looks like it's not going very quickly. And almost messes up with the flamer there. But doing good art regardless. Todd having a little bit of problems with Paint Roller as well, but still beating the boss. Meanwhile, Sniper is out of 3-1. (3-2) is a level that is kind of infamous for a mini-boss coming up later. But for now, we can see what Todd's doing with TikTok. Todd's playing it rather safe here. And it mostly worked out. Almost got a damage list there, which would be really nice to have. Sniper's gonna grab sword here and then immediately lose it. Not intended to lose it, but just happens sometimes. But sword is a pretty consistent ability that's good for if you're trying to damage. Todd! What? Huh? Todd! Whoa! Okay. Something tells me if that's not intentional, he's gonna tell me it was intentional. Sniper dropping sword, picking up laser, tossing laser, because you don't really need laser. Or sword after Bugsy. And I was kind of so obsessed with Todd's high jump mix that I didn't talk about Bugsy. Bugsy was the mini-boss I was warning everybody about. Looks like Todd lost that high jump. I'm still kind of amazed. Like, that could not have been intentional. It looks like Sniper also doesn't have high jump right now, which you usually would like to see. How do you lose it? You get it from the enemy in the beginning of 3-3. I think I missed something. Looks like Todd is trying to respawn to get that enemy, that sword enemy there for sword, instead of just going to the next room. Sniper's gonna re-enter 3-3 to go get the high jump enemy again. It looks like Todd just chose Spark. Which, I mean, that's fine. Spark is still a good damaging ability. Sniper's gonna want 3-4 high jump because there's an arena here. Todd dying to Bugsy, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, there's an arena here, another Meta Knight arena, where high jump is a very good strat. Very well done from Sniper. And Todd getting tossed around a lot. So I haven't seen a down throw from Bugsy on Todd, which is the most infamous thing because the down throw animation is very long. But I mean, for a powerless Bugsy, that wasn't too bad from Todd. Todd is running low on lives. Meanwhile, Sniper managed to carry the invincibility candy all the way to Bonkers and absolutely just tear through Bonkers. And is now finished up with 3-5. Todd really losing a lot of time from the Bugsy death. Sniper trying to beat the bomb and not succeeding and choosing not to take high jump again. Sniper. So now in another one of these rooms, Todd finishing up 3-3. Has sword right now. Okay, so we're gonna see Todd step into the arena. Sniper getting through the dark room, gonna grab high jump once again. Sniper, please just take a heal. Oh my... Sniper, go to the left. Sniper, can you just, like... I'm not a fan. Looks like Todd's struggling a lot, but if I recall correctly, brought sword into this level, which is not usual. Still doing the arena okay. Struggling to get in the door, though. Sniper guessing Sun, and it's wrong, because the Sun Gang is always wrong. On Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright, we have a fun little guessing game, where we, like to guess which, either the sun or the moon, which one will attack us first, because it's a 50-50 chance on which one will. And, there are very dedicated clans of guessing which one will come out first, and then a group of people who don't guess. But going into Grape Garden, keeping high jump for a little while here. Looks like Todd didn't bring high jump into 3-5, so probably not going to get too much use out of that invincibility candy on Bonkers, but did bring Spark, which is a decent backup for quick damage. Of course, movement through the level is already wasting a lot of time. Sniper going for Burning here. There's two different mixes you can do. You can do Burning or Wheel for a mix here. Burning is the easier mix to do because it is a frame 1 mix. With the way mixes work, the first enemy you inhale that gives you an ability in a mix determines where on the wheel the mix starts, and the mix always has the same wheel. And so first frame means in between the wheel actually starting and you swallowing the enemies, you can hold A and just get the first ability on the wheel. Burning is the first ability on that wheel and saves a little bit of time. However, you can get Wheel on that wheel and save even more time. Burning's still worth going for if you know how to set up the mix consistently, which Sniper has practiced a decent amount. Sniper also dying. Todd grabbing Sword, most likely just for this dark room. Isn't a bad idea if you want to deal with enemies in the dark room quickly that can get in your way if you have problems with some of the invisible walls. Looking to pick up high jump again, though, which there are more high jump enemies in this room, so Todd will be able to do that. Yep, there we go. Sniper finishing 4-2. Gonna have 2 abilities, strats he can do. Has Spark now. I don't think gonna stick with Spark, if I remember what Sniper likes to do. But that is a strat you can choose. We'll also see what he goes for in this part of the level. Sniper just typed in chat, want to see something cool, which I'm a little bit worried about. And it looks like neither of the two got their guesses right on Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright, with Toddman of the Moon Crew having Sun first, and Sniper of the Sun Gang having Moon first. Funny story, runner of this game, Mr. Shasta, actually recently opened a merch store with shirts for the Sun Gang and the Moon Crew. So, if you want to check out Mr. Shasta, who's a really good runner of this game as well, you can buy one of your preference. Sniper going for another first frame mix here, going for 4-4 Tornado for about 3 seconds. I don't think that's a real strat. I think that's a meme strat that Sniper just tried to style on us with, and it didn't work out. But grabbing Wheel here. Usually on that mix that Sniper set up, though, you can mix Wheel, and it saves a little bit of time because you get it 2 screens early. And messing up in this room is a tragedy because then everything just goes worse and worse. Going up against Fan, getting a roll. I'm gonna take Spark here. Spark being a little bit faster to keep than getting Throw from Fan. So 4-5 starts with an invincibility candy. Meanwhile, Todd going into this long hallway room of 4-2, dying to the apple. Would say it was intentional because he had 1 HP, however, he did swallow the Poppy Bro, so I don't know if he intended to try to survive. But then take Spark going to double Poppy Bro. I never talked about the double Poppy Bro. It's not a very nice place. You have to fight 2 of them, and they like jumping around and being mean. Sniper gonna finish up 4-5, in about a second. Did pretty good throughout 4-5. Okay, Sniper forgetting to get sword, I think. And now is doing this, and then software setting. Speaking of sword, Todd has it now. I look away. Everything interesting happens when I blink. Okay, so Sniper. Why don't people just kill the Sir Kibble with a puff? I don't understand anybody that runs this game. Todd getting through the wheel room pretty nicely. Oh! Okay. So going for a double star and throw. Interesting to see that, because double star doesn't kill Fan here, and you still need to wait for 2 projectiles after a double star. So it's very rare to see that over just taking Spark and using it against him. But I mean, it didn't do that badly. You have to rely on the luck of the Fan, which is not a fun thing to rely on ever. But Todd went for it. And Sniper with a pretty decent Kracko. Lost ability once, but I mean, it's kind of hard not to do that, honestly. So, moving on to 5-1 and Yogurt Yard in general. Todd moving through the invincibility candy room at the beginning of 4-5. But going into the arena now, we'll see how he does it. Also powerless. He took throw from Fan at near the end of 4-4, which some people will do to mainly keep it in this arena, because something about throw is that every projectile you throw, even if you only throw one enemy, is going to be the power of a double star, which can be very useful in arena situations. Not much else, though, because with a lot of bosses, you can hit them whenever. Like, they don't have a vulnerability phrase, you can just hit them whenever. So having to wait for them to spit a projectile is just not worth doing. Which is why you see a bunch of different abilities throughout this run. Todd gonna be moving into 4-6. Surprise soft reset over some things, but not this. Moving into 4-6 with 2 HP. I guess there are a few pet brews in this stage that you can take if you're feeling low on HP, if you're feeling nervous about your HP. But oh well. Yeah, no, not moving over to get any, which surprises me. Gonna choose to go into TikTok with 1 HP. Playing it safe. I can see how safe he's playing it. Sniper, you might have noticed, used Ball to take down Bonkers. Ball is the best damage in this game. Todd, unfortunately, taking a death against TikTok, gonna be a lot of time lost there. Good double star, though. But now moving into 5-3 with this high jump right here. 5-3 is a level that luckily gifts you Wheel. And it's a very good level to use, or very good ability to use in the level, so that's nice. Todd took a soft reset and didn't grab high jump in 4-6. However, in the climb before Krakow, there are high jump enemies everywhere, so it's not that bad. And Sniper's typing in chat a lot while playing is really just because this game has like a lot of downtime in between levels. My first stream of this game was no mic, and you have a lot of time to type at the end of levels. Looks like Todd took a death against Krakow, so gonna go back into the level. Again, it's very fortunate that you have the ability to get high jump in Krakow fight, otherwise this would probably be horrible. Sniper taking ball here once again in 5-4. And going for what is called Ball Swag, a strat here that saves about a second. Messing it up right at the end. Unfortunate. Yeah, the usual thing you'll see people do there is... Oh, and going for it again. The usual thing you see people do here if they're not doing Ball Swag, oh my god, almost making the same mistake, but managing to get out of it in time, is, you'll see them just puff over that portion of the stage. But balls are really good to have, so you don't want to get rid of it. Todd's starting off 5-1 by losing high jump. You don't usually use high jump past the first screen, so it's not that bad. Because you're going to see Todd is going to get stone here, and then just stone straight down. Oh, didn't jump. I think the spit out of the ability canceled his bounce, is what happened when he expected a bounce. So, that's what happened with that platform. Todd finishing up 5-1 though. Sniper going to be moving on to a mini-boss. We're going to see our first of the run, Fire Lion. Very nicely done, but accidentally... Well, no, there was something Sniper was practicing before the race, so I'm not going to say accidentally killed Fire Lion, but most of the time you'll see people pick up Burning there from Fire Lion. And it looks like there was a wheel mix found at the end of 5-5 that I thought Sniper might have been practicing beforehand. So Todd grabbing ball in 5-2. Moving into 6, though, you get wheel close to the beginning. So the wheel mix only saves time on that one screen, but I don't know, I still thought Sniper was gonna go for it. Moving on to the 5-6. It's not a hard level, really, 5-6. Todd doing a good job fighting Bonkers with ball. Losing ball in the next screen, although it doesn't really matter. You don't need it for 5-3. So now Sniper gonna do another frame 1 mix. With the 2 wheelies to get Hammer, and then carry Hammer into Heavy Mole. The thing you want to keep watch of in Heavy Mole is that bottom little spike ball, because it can hit you sometimes and make you lose your Hammer. Which is not a fun experience, but Sniper doing a pretty good job making sure not to get hit here, finishing up the level. Todd grabbing wheel in 5-3 and gonna start just speeding through. Sniper losing Hammer. Losing Hammer isn't that bad, however, it's usually faster than watching you spit the water underwater. You don't really need it, because you usually get either Burning here, or you go for a new strat where you mix wheel, which Sniper just did. So yeah, you can mix wheel in 6-1. Sniper loses wheel, so probably just gonna take Burning. No, not even gonna take burning. Why? Why did you just take burning, Sniper? That's the usual strat here if you don't go for the wheel mix, is you take burning and you carry it for a little bit. Todd using burning now in 5-4. Gonna be moving on to this arena. We'll see how it goes. Already a little bit different of a strat than what I usually see here. But it doesn't seem to be doing too bad. Seems to want to keep burning, which is interesting, because you usually don't use burning in an arena. Todd wants to. Todd is probably not going for the boss quick kill with ball. No, he's gonna take ball. I don't know why Todd was so adamant to keep burning. Sniper mixing backdrop, I think accidentally, and moving on. Okay, so probably gonna go for a mix in this stage that was the usual mix before the 1 and 6-1 was found, is you take these two flamers and you try and mix wheel. Sniper accidentally mixing Parasol, which means he was one ability too late on the wheel. If I recall the numbers given to me correctly, I think abilities on the wheel, I don't know how long they're up. So I can't tell you how many frames late Sniper was. Todd opting to use Sword against Fire Lion, not a bad strat. Losing burning here, though, although as we established with Sniper, not having burning in this last room isn't the end of the world. Todd's still gonna grab burning from the last flamer, though. Sniper moving into 6-4 with not a lot of HP and no ability, which is a horrible thing to have happen to you. I don't even know what was attempted by Sniper right there. I can't even tell you what Sniper was thinking with that move. I can't tell you if Sniper even is thinking at all right now. Sniper, what are you doing? But moving through this cave in 6-4. Not grabbing any heals, but sure taking a lot of damage. Mixing stone. Sniper. I don't know what Sniper's doing at this point. Todd getting the hammer mix in 5-6 and moving on to Heavy Mole. We'll see how it goes for him. Playing it nice and safe. And that was a really good Heavy Mole from Todd as well. So we had two pretty good Heavy Moles. But Sniper moving into 6-5. Mixing hammer. Don't think wanted to mix hammer. Finishing up 6-5. Todd burning through the end of 6-1, losing burning. This is a hard screen to keep burning if you don't know exactly what you're doing, so it's understandable that that would happen. But we'll see what happens in 6-2 because of it, depending on what strat Todd wants to go for in 6-2, and throughout all of World 6, really. Sniper moving into 6-6. All we want to see from Sniper is that he has an ability exiting the second room of the level. Usually you'll take one of these UFOs if you don't still have one of the two abilities primarily featured, which is you usually see the wheel strat or the tornado strat. Because what you want is you want a double star off of one of these ice cubes to kill both Frosties. And Sniper moving into the 6-6 arena. This one has a lot of people upset all the time because it is on ice. So you can drop a lot of inputs here due to how slippery it can be. It looks like Sniper did a really good job on that arena. And moving on to Meta Knight. Meta Knight's a kind of meanie face because he likes to just block you sometimes and just not let you hit him. And you can't really do much against him other than just sit there and slash at him. So still not too bad from Sniper. Todd getting rid of Bonkers with Burning, which is an interesting thing here. Burning's still not a slow ability, so I guess it's not the worst thing to see used, but it's usually not one of the better things to see used in this part of the game, specifically. Sniper moving into 7-1, into this block room. We'll see what happens. Getting rid of Sword here. Wants to mix Ball, which is another first frame here, so it's not that hard to do. Again, you just gotta remember to hold A. And Ball's gonna be very important in the next stage. Because what's about to happen is we are going to need to see some praise in chat for Sniper, because we have a very annoying mini-boss arena. With 4 bosses that we want to use Ball against. Looks like getting pretty good patterns so far, though. Yeah, getting really good patterns so far. Getting, like, the luck you want to see in this situation. Yeah, that's basically almost exactly it, but Sniper having problems getting Fire Lion and doesn't get Burning at the end of the arena, which is the movement ability you usually see for the next 2 levels at this point. So that is not a fortunate time loss for Sniper. But unfortunately, it happened. Todd going into 6-5. We have some trash talking in chat. Coming hard from the guy in 6-5 versus Sniper 7-3. But Sniper moving on to 7-3, mixing a Sleep Guy and a Sword Knight to get Ball. I don't know what Sniper's doing anymore. I think Sniper is just getting the invincibility candy in 7-3. And finishing up 7-3 soon. Todd moving into 6-6 here. Probably going to pick up a UFO and maybe a Max Tomato in the next room. Or Spark. Spark might not be too bad. Spark is not going to save you now. Yeah, probably gonna pick up UFO and just try their hardest to get through this room, damageless to the tomato at the end of it. Not even gonna take the tomato. Okay, gonna take the tomato at the end of it. And getting good luck here. But not doing the double star. Oh, going for charge shots on UFO. Sniper taking a death in this clockwork room. Might have been intended. I wasn't looking. I was looking to see what Todd was doing. But gets fire from the mix. But you usually see the double star, so it was interesting to see the UFO strat from Todd. But the clockwork room that Sniper died in isn't a bad one to die in, and it's a place a lot of people will take an intentional death because they're very small, and they have a lot of enemies in them, which is like a good requisite for wanting death. Todd doing pretty alright on the arena in 6-6. Gonna be moving on to Meta Knight. We'll see how he does. Alright, that was a pretty decent Meta Knight from Todd. Took a lot of damage, which is unfortunate, but got hits pretty quickly. Sniper taking Spark into this Grand Wheelie mini-boss in 7-5. Struggling a little bit, but getting the boss down. Gonna take Wheel. We'll see how Wind Tunnel goes. Wind Tunnel is a very hard room to keep Wheel through. However, it's very important that you do, because Wheel is going to be very important in this last screen and also into 7-6. So Todd into this block hallway room. Very close to 7-2. We'll see how he does it. Opting not to take that pet brew, so unless an intentional death occurs, only gonna have 3 health into 7-2, which is not fun, for my experience, but sometimes you gotta do it. Sniper moving through. Okay, it looks like Todd's taking the intentional death here, which is good for health, but Todd has no extra lives now in for 7-2, and I almost don't know which one is worse. I mean, hopefully he won't need to take a death in 7-2. Like, hopefully that won't be a problem, but it could be. 7-2 is a meanie. Sniper losing Wheel in the Kabu room. Very common place to lose it, and it kind of sucks because Wheel is very useful in the last 2 rooms of this KDL callback level. Todd starting off good. No damage bonkers. We'll see how Fan goes. Fan giving a good pattern, but Todd not reacting to it correctly. Sniper gonna be going for a mix right here. This one isn't first frame, it's actually the second ability in the Wheel to get ball. I'm gonna go into Moon Room. You can grab the switch and it can fully heal you before the final boss starts. Almost did it again. Todd getting thrown by Bugsy. And getting down throwed. There's finally a Bugsy down throw. You can do one. Todd, I'm worried about Todd right now. Okay, that's good to see. Yeah, okay. Has 2 HP going into Fire Lion. Sniper fighting King DDD. Was pretty alright. And Todd getting rid of Fire Lion. Another accidental burning destruction from Todd, who's grabbing some extra lives. Definitely a good play. But yeah, you hate to see a burning loss. Sniper going into the fight against the Orb. This is part 1 of 2 of the final boss, which is kind of like a shoot-'em-up segment. You want to be close, and you want to make sure you're hitting. Orb always moves the same way, so it's not that hard to guarantee that you know where he's going. Because the main thing you want to see is you want to see the boss fight be finished before an attack where he goes to the left of the screen like this. The reason being, Kirby can't change directions and face different directions, so Kirby can't fire to the left. So if the orb's on the leftmost of the screen, then you can't hit the orbital, and that just wastes more and more time. But that's part 1 of 2 of the fight against Nightmare. Now there is the Nightmare Wizard. Which we'll see how Sniper does. Sniper has 1 HP, but this boss always has the same movement, so it's not the hardest thing in the world to do damageless in the game, especially after some of the other stuff you just did in Rainbow Resort. In this, you can usually not lose too much time from just missing 1 hit on the wizard, but if you miss 2, then there might be a problem. And it looks like doing pretty good on Wizard so far. Just needs 1 more hit, and the last hit isn't that bad of a hit to get. And finishing up with a time 46:04 on live split. Has a 46:04 on live split, 46:02 according to SRL. So GG's to Sniper. That was definitely a speedrun that Sniper did. Meanwhile, Todd moving through 7-4, playing it safe with these Gordos, which definitely isn't a bad idea. So now we're just gonna focus on Todd, who chat is claiming is on PB pace. I mentioned Todd's PB at the beginning of this race. According to speedrun.com, I don't know how up to date that is 52:30. So has about 5.5 minutes to move through 7-5, 7-6, DDD, and the 2 phases of Nightmare. We have Sniper with us. Hello, that's a dog.
Sniper stare. Anyway, that run was, I'm actually kind of proud of myself, because
you shouldn't be.
What?
You should? Why? Well, tell me why you're proud of yourself. I really want to know.
Because I had a race scheduled at 9 a.m. my time, and I had to go to bed at 12 because I was working really late.
Oh, okay.
So I got very little sleep, and I got literally no practice. And what else? Oh yeah, I did some very stupid things. I wouldn't even call my World 6 stupid. The really dumb
I
parts
just want to know.
4, 6.
I just want to know, what were you mixing for?
Where?
Like every time you mixed
Wheel.
like 20 times. Why? In 7-3 off of Spark.
Oh, okay.
Naughty
7-3. I try to mix burning because if you get sword first, it's burning is on the first frame, which is a backup if you kill Fire Lion. But I missed the sword and I got the naughty first, so I think I was 1 off tornado.
Okay. There are a lot of mixes that I was confused about. 6-5, you mixed 2 laser guys.
Oh yeah, second frame is wheel.
Second, okay.
I actually got that backup in my race against Sharky, but I missed it this time around. I should have went for I should have went for 6-3 wheel more.
Probably. I'm surprised you didn't.
I'm surprised I got a 40. I'm surprised I got such a low 46. I thought it would be a high 46. This wasn't even my worst race time. Somehow.
I'm very surprised that you lost wheel in the first room you get it in the 6-1 mix. And
that's because I don't know the movement.
Okay. Well then I don't know why you did it.
But it fell in the hole.
Well, but following that, you didn't pick up another burning. You just kind of kept going.
Yeah, I'm just I entered the door and I'm like, oh yeah, I should grab that burning. Now, there's more important things to talk about here. One of the big ones being 4-6.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was just me being incredibly tired. And then there was 5-1. Do you need an explanation for 5-1? So you get 1 high jump, and I accidentally used it early. And Funky got 43-32. Cool. And then I high jumped, and then I'm like, okay, I accidentally high jumped. So then I try high jumping again, but I didn't touch the ground, so I just died in the first room of 5-1.
Good job.
I'm just like,
Yeah,
I can explain.
That death was great because I trailed off. I was like moving into yogurt. It was fantastic.
That one was comical. I lost my 100% ball swing consistency because of an Enon input. I'm mad. That is the only thing I am mad about in that run.
The only thing you're mad is losing your 100% ball swag consistency.
Where's Todd?
I think Todd is a soft reset before moving into DDD.
I'm not getting full points.
No, you're not. But Todd, as you noticed, Sniper did a ball mix in 7-6. If you don't do that,
Jay, you died on ball swag more than me. Shut up.
But you can do a ball. You can get a ball at the very beginning of 7-4, and then just quit the stage to do DDD ball. So it's not the end of the world if you don't get the mix that Sniper did at the end of 7-6.
Oh yeah. Also, I also have a 3 Shast turn streak. Perfect Shast turns.
Oh yeah, at the end of 5-3.
I am better at Shast turns than any other runner. Just saying.
That is... I don't know anything about Shast turns.
It's the very last room in 5-3.
I know what Shast turns are. I just don't pay attention to statistics of Shast turns.
Oh yeah, but ever since like I started the tourney, I never missed them once. Usually like someone will get like hit near the end and it loses like such little time, but each time I've done it perfectly.
Yeah, okay, so this finishes up your group stage, I believe. You're gonna be going 3-2 in your group stage, so you definitely made the bracket at this point.
Yeah. I don't think I got the 13th seed. I might have got 14th.
No, I think you have... No. I think you have 13th. Because to have be 14th seed, you probably would have had to not beat Mayazumi in points.
Yeah, anyway, I was minus 1641 to my worst segments, so that's a good one.
Okay, let's see. You need 111 points off of this race. So we'll see what happens when Todd finishes up in a second, but that means
I have no clue how many I'm earning at this point. At this point, so dead right now.
4604. You've already earned 90 plus. I'm trying to do math right now, and it's hard because I'm bad at it. If you earn 4 per minute, at this point you've earned 24. You've earned almost 28 at this point. You've gotten it, I think.
Yeah, dude, I just remembered in 7-4, I got the pattern where the insanely rare pattern where the Sparky gives you the super slide. So if I slid that block, I would have died.
Yeah.
53-42, GG Todd.
Not finished on the race.
Sorry for race. Sorry for spoilers. Oopsies.
Yeah, you did that the whole race, and everyone was telling you to stop.
But it's like, where else do I say it? Like,
I don't know.
The goal game after? How do I even remember what happens at that point?
Oh my god. Alright, yeah, GG's to Todd.
My 4-5 was really good.
So...
And I got 4-4 tornado mix.
That is like... 90 plus 27 points, I think that is right there. 90 plus 27. 90 plus 27. No, I can't do this calculator. Plus 27, 117. Plus your current 306 is 423. So yeah, you beat Mayazumi. So you're getting...
Wait, what?
So you're getting...
I'm seated higher than Mayazumi?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Excuse me.
By
family friendly stream.
About like 15 points, I think. Oh, winner get 89. That's still above by 50.
It doesn't look like Todd's gonna be able to join us for an interview. Sad face.
That sucks. But GG's to Todd regardless.
Yeah. So I guess that kind of wraps up. We kind of talked about my my really terrible run.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm
So,
still like
this
kind of proud of myself for playing like as well as I could in the morning, and I would have like taken off a minute if I didn't do like insanely stupid strats in World 6.
Absolutely, yeah.
So like, getting like a 45 when I was like that tired, I'm fine with it. I have a lower race PB than Maya in this tournament.
So, looking at future races, we have 2 more today and 1 tomorrow. We still have 2 races that need scheduling. But for today, in about 2 hours on SpeedGaming 6, we have Cobrawl versus Sharky. And then an hour after that on the same channel is Halo Dude and Blue Bomber. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Halo Dude and Blue Bomber can actually be a fairly close race depending on how much Halo has been playing.
Yeah, we'll see though.
Anyway, up next on SpeedGaming 3 is Super Metroid Dab. I have no clue what that means, but I have no clue what it means, but it says Dab, so I'm calling it Dab, and that
is double anti-bingo.
Cool.
For those that enjoy that, which I'm definitely one of them. So yeah, make sure to check out the runners, check out the schedule for everything upcoming, which we're getting
check out the bracket
stages.
for how many points I lost. Me.
Yeah. And also check out the bracket stage, which is it starting as soon as the groups finish?
Groups might not be finished until Monday. I thought I might not have my race with Todd until Monday because both of our schedules are really whack.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if we're planning to have any delay.
I think like the only other like couple ones that haven't happened, the runners have forfeit.
Oh,
that at least haven't been scheduled. Right
now the people that need to has Carbasi forfeit, and is Todd going to be able to race again? Because
Carbasi is forfeit.
Okay.
Marsh is forfeit.
Yeah, well, Marsh I'm not worried about. But if Carbasi is forfeit, we still need to see a schedule between Sharky and Todd.
Oh.
Because that's not up there. But yeah, if I recall correctly, we want to see minimal delay between the end of groups and the start of brackets, and groups ends tomorrow. So make sure you check out this tournament when we get into group stages, because I think right now everybody's PB in group stage or in bracket stage is sub 44, which is really exciting because sub 44 is pretty good.
That means I can no longer be getting all these 46s.
Yeah, you can't.
I gotta go back to getting like 2 seconds off my PB in races, like how I was at the beginning.
Yeah, you need to go back to doing that.
Maybe I should just like get 41 every race.
Yeah, just do that.
Ooh, I got 4-1 burning. I'm finally like getting consistent at that mix and sort of movement, even though I lost it at the end. But I did keep it past the point where it saves time, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd recommend learning that, Lori. It's first frame mix.
What?
I'd recommend learning that.
Yeah, I said it. I know it's first frame. I don't know why I haven't yet, honestly.
You should also learn new 4-5 because 4-5 is great. I love 4-5. I thought I would start hitting 4-5 because you no longer use the yeet ability, but the strat I made is so cool. And guys, I finally made my mark against middle.
Alright. Well, good job. Shout outs to you. But we do need to wrap up because we do need to let the Super Metroid race happen. Stay tuned. And you can see Super Metroid double anti-bingo. Again, keep note of SpeedGaming 6's races in 2 hours, and we'll see you all later.
Thank you. Bye.